Hi, I'm Aidan and this is Sarah Stevenson. We milk 340 cows here in Narua in between Morrinsville and Matamata. We've done 3 full seasons with CowManager now. For me, the first draw card was the fertility side of CowManager and its accuracy at picking heats.
We also do quite a lot of additional breeding on some elite animals we've got here. So when Aidan says his mating period starts in October, I used to have him picking heats in August as well, because we really need all that extra heat information when we're choosing recips for our embryos to go into. So yeah, we were looking at a massive
5 months of basically
mating and
concentrating on cow heats.
What I was wanting him to do, he was pushing back and saying, I just can't do it, and I can't do it. So I think CowManager for us was that set of eyes on farm that we couldn't otherwise have.
It was essentially another labour unit.
For me, I'm an accountant, so I was looking at the profitability. I wanted it to be able to actually pay itself back. And I think for me, minimising those cow deaths was how Aidan got it across the line. For me, picking heats, I'm like, well, you can still carry on doing that. He just has to work a bit harder. But if we can actually, look after our cows and get on top of things early and identify those health problems early, that was where it really got across the line for me.
The cow deaths in the first year that was minimised almost paid for that annual cost, and then if you look at the health benefits and the extra couple of percent in 6-week in calf rate and empty rate drop, it actually made you money,
Also, another benefit that we've really found is milk fever cows, which we find during the springtime can be super time consuming, whereas CowManager can give us a temperature alert, say this cow's sick and Aidan knows she's a priority. He might get the alert at 9 o'clock at night when he's going to bed, but he thinks, oh, actually I need to go out and check that cow. She's 10, she's due to calve tomorrow. He just, immediately in the back of his mind, he knows she's got milk fever. He can go down there and save her and get onto it early, as opposed to picking it up the next day when she's been down, for a 12-hour or more period, and it's too late to save her. So we found that a massive time saver for us, especially in the springtime when you're just so incredibly time poor.
Now you get that alert early, you look at it and go, there's nothing wrong with her, but you can follow a flow chart that you receive, you can work out roughly what you think it is, and the flow chart says, you follow it along, and if you do need that vet call out, you can call it. But there's a few things you can try beforehand and we have found that. You quite often that sick cow alert is gone within a day or 12 hours type thing.
In mating time is you can actually go to the beach for a weekend. You can actually have time off, whereas before it felt like you had the shackles on, you're just chained to the farm, you can't leave it because you just, you're so crucial, you need to be here. Whereas, to get heat alerts on your phone or even, identify a sick cow, Aidan can ring up the staff from the beach and say, hey, can you go and have a look at this cow for me? Or, make sure these cows are drafted out during the mating period. And you can actually get, even if it's just a 24, 48-hour break away from the farm, just to
recharge.
Yeah.
Calving leads straight into mating. Generally, there's maybe a 10-day to 2-week period where you've got no cows calving to mating starting, and that's not a long period of time, considering it's also a really busy time with grass growth as well. So quite often you don't actually get that break at that start point, which I feel is really important to be able to get off farm and refresh, just have a couple of days where you chill. There's been a massive saving in not only heat detection but labour costs as well. In terms of a labour cost, it almost acts like a half unit for us, I feel. Yeah.
It's really just another set of eyes out on farm that costs a fraction of what a full-time staff member would otherwise cost for us, and it's obviously super reliable, gets out of bed every day.
The benefits of it for us are perfect. It's exactly what we want and need from a system, and yeah, it's a no-brainer for us, and I'm not afraid to tell people the pros and cons, and it's up to them to make their decision.